Hey guys, Rob's Ride Shop. So here I have our swing arm. It's all powder coated, ready to go. And back here, I'm going to show you, we've got a couple of different sets of bearings that we need to install into the swing arm. I'll put the part numbers up on, and I'll show you as I go along, but basically it's a swing arm kit and a linkage kit. And basically, you know, because the bearings in this linkage are actually in pretty good shape, I'm not going to replace these bearings. The linkage kit comes with all those bearings in there, but my biggest problem is I need this bearing right here that goes in here. There's actually two bearings and a sleeve that goes in there, and that's part of that linkage kit. So I don't need the whole linkage kit, but I'm going to have to buy it specifically for these two. And you know, that's what comes with it, is these two front bearings are part of the swing arm kit, and this part is the linkage kit. So I'm going to put up those part numbers, and we'll go through the process of how to install these bearings right now. All right, so these are our kits here. This is the linkage kit. It's the All Balls. Part number is 271011, and this is for the KX65 linkage kit. And like I said, that includes all the bearings you need for this linkage setup. But more importantly, when we re-powder coated this swing arm, we pulled this linkage bearing out here, and we got to replace that, and that's part of this linkage kit. Like I said, I'll put the part numbers up. I'll put a link to my website where we sell these. And then the other kit we're going to need here, this is the swing arm kit, and this includes both bearings that go into this swing arm here, and it includes the sleeves that go in there and the seals. Okay, so we're ready to install this first bearing. It's been sitting on ice. I'm going to put it back on ice while I explain to you a couple things. So here I have a 11/16 socket, and basically what I'm going to do is use this socket to push the bearing into place. And then what I have is just a long bolt with you know, some travel on it, and then we'll go ahead and use these washers, and we'll put the washers together with the socket, and we'll go ahead and put the bearing in here, and we'll feed all this in here together. So the important thing here is you want to make sure it goes in flat, so you're not abusing the thing. You want to make sure it goes in there straight. Just slowly drive it in. Since there is a seal that goes on here, I'm going to very carefully keep pushing this in, because this has to go in far enough for that seal to go in there. Okay, once we've got it in far enough, these are the seals that go in here. So I want to make sure that these seals are going to fit okay. And if we need to push them any further, we can. So this goes inside here. Seal goes in here. That's pretty much it. Another seal goes in here. I'd pack it with a little bit of grease. That's it. Everything's in. That's how you do it. Alright, so I've got my other bearings in here. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and put some grease in here. Just make sure it's all lubed up. Should help keep things moving in there. Got to be careful not to mess up those pins in there and stuff. I mean, these are pretty sturdy, but some of these bearings with the pins in there, you can knock the pins loose. So once I got that out, put some extra grease on this. Go ahead and lube this all up. Feed it in here. Go ahead and put our seal on. And the way the seal goes in, you can see it's just got a lip on it. and you're just going to push that in right into where the bearing is, and it should go in flush. So like on both sides here, they're both flush. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with this. This is the area where the linkage mounts up to the swing arm. And basically what we have is we have two of these bearings, and you got to be really careful. Because if you look inside there, you can see there's actual pins in those bearings. And if you knock those out, the bearing's useless at that point. So once it's in there, back it out. Check it. It seems like it's about right for that seal. That seal's just going to go right inside there, so it's right in the right spot. And now repeat on the other side. Alright, so we've got our bearings in on both sides here, the swing arm. I'm going to go ahead and put some grease in there and put those seals in. And that'll be it for the swing arm. We'll be all buttoned up and ready to go. Perfect. There we go. Alright guys, so there we have it. There's our fully assembled swing arm with the bearings in there and seals and everything, all brand new, ready to go. It's going to be a great setup. I can't wait to show it to you guys once this has all been assembled. We're going to get it out on the track. I'm really hoping that we'll have this bike fully assembled and ready to go before the war race coming up on February 12th. I'm hoping to get this bike out there on the track and be able to show you guys what this bike's capable of doing. So that's it for today. Look forward to seeing you guys out on the track.